There are some places that cannot be found on tourist maps. But once you set foot there, it will feel as if these places have been living in your dreams for a long time. There are some mountains whose names are not on the GPS. But to the locals, they are the soul of the world. And there is a life high up in the mountains whose stories no one tells, until you see it with your own eyes. There are many mysterious places hidden in the vast map of China that have created an incredible world together with nature and culture. From Zhangye to Fanjingshan to Kanas Lake to Tianmen Mountain. Each place has some features that are hard to believe. This is not the sign that is shown on Travel Air. This is a completely different world, sacred and so real that language is lost. Our temples floating in the clouds, songs hidden in the sand, rainbow-colored mountains just a fairy tale? No, they are real, and today we are out in search of that reality. So let's step on the path of those unseen valleys and gorges of China. Let's start with Mount Huashan. It's one of China's 5 sacred mountains. The highest peak is about 7,700 feet above sea level, but it's also famous for being the most dangerous mountain in the world. Yes, a narrow path with only a few inches of space around it, deep ravines, and wooden planks hanging from the steep cliffs underfoot. Music Taoist monks once came to meditate on this 2,000-year-old mountain. They believed that at this height, the distance between heaven and earth was the shortest. Every year, about 100,000 brave tourists dare to walk this path of death. But China doesn't end all its mysteries here. There's another hidden thing ahead. This S-shaped gorge is hidden at an altitude of 5,200 feet in the high mountains of Xinjiang province. From a distance, it looks as if a god has left an emerald-encrusted mirror on the mountain. The water of this river radiates such a mysterious green glow in the sunlight that the locals call it moon water. The geological history of this river, in the throat of the glacier, is about 300 million years old, and the ancient Kanthi people once lived on the banks of this river. Even today, their remains can be found in the caves of the mountains. Now, let's go to the south to see the Longji rice terraces in Guangxi province. For more than 1,000 years, the Zhuang people have created these handmade step-like fields on the mountain. Spread over about 3,600 acres, this rice terrace is not just a place for cultivation. It is a unique work of art between man and nature. In the summer, when the fields are filled with water, the thousands of terraces reflect the sunlight like a huge mirror, a scene that seems to have merged with the sky and the earth. Each terrace has its own story. It has its own history. It is as if each step tells how man has learned to live in harmony with nature. Locals say that their ancestors did not build these fields just for growing crops. Rather, they built them to dedicate them to God, so that the goddess of meditation could descend to this mountain peak. And because of this belief, even today, prayers are offered on the mountaintop before every harvest. And then comes the colorful Danxia in Zhangye, the rainbow mountain on the face of the earth. Yes, this mountain is truly colorful. This mountain, formed by geological changes over 540 million years, has layers of red, yellow, green, and gray minerals. Iron oxide and the accumulation of rain from different periods seem to have been painted by nature with its own hands. Spread over about 125,000 acres, this world was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. But the real secret of China lies deeper. Fanjingshan Mountain, this mountain, about 8,150 feet high in Guizhou province, is like a staircase to heaven. After climbing thousands of stone steps, an incredible scene is seen when you reach the top. 2 ancient Buddhist temples seem to be floating in the clouds. How these 2 temples were built on the top of a barren mountain is still a mystery. Local legends say that in ancient times, a monk dreamed of a Buddhist meditating on the top of this mountain. And since then, this mountain has been known as a holy pilgrimage site. In 2018, UNESCO recognized this mountain as a World Heritage Site because it is home to the extinct Chinese golden monkey and many other rare animals. When clouds surround a mountain during the rainy season, the 2 temples really seem to be floating in a sea of clouds. Now, let's come to the Gate of Heaven. Tianmen Mountain. A huge arch has been naturally formed on the mountain at a height of about 4,000 feet. It is like a gateway to the sky. According to local legend, there was once no crack on this mountain. But thousands of years ago, A strong earthquake caused a mountain to burst, and this arch was created. Since then, it has been known as the Gate of Heaven. People believe that this door is the only way to go from death to heaven. To reach this mountain, you have to ride the world's longest cable car, about 7,500 feet long. This mountain has been known as a sacred spiritual place for thousands of years to followers of the ancient Tao religion. And in the desert of China, there is another mystery hidden in Mingsha Mountain, which is called the Mountain of Songs. Yes, it really is songs. When the wind blows over the sand mountain, the movement of the sand creates a strange sound like a drum. Next to this mountain, which is about 6,500 feet high, there is Crescent Spring.